Okay, good morning everybody. Today is Friday, the 16th of February 2018. Welcome to JFDs Traders Espresso with me, Darius Antrauskas, where we're going to have a quick look at the markets and just quickly have a look at the levels that we should expect for today. So before we continue, let me just show you the risk disclaimer. So JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. So I'll just let you read the rest for a little bit. Okay, so let's jump into the markets. Just look at what could we expect for today. Now, the first one that I would like to look at is probably the most interesting one this week, is the dollar yen. Now, the dollar yen has slid quite a lot since Monday, and it's still on this downtrend, going on this downtrend. Now the question, of course, is will we get the 105 level that is really anticipated by everybody? Currently today we saw that that it met its support at 105.550, quite a round number to be honest. Also you can see that's the bottom of the Bollinger Band. Now I'll click on the 1 hour chart. There will be a better picture a little bit. So there we go. We're seeing some bit of retracement back to the upside. The important level here would be the 106.150, around that level. Now if we'll start seeing a break above that, then it could test this little steep, little downwards trend line. And if we manage to break it, actually, then it could open the path towards the 50 EMA here, which is as a red line, shown here as a red line. Maybe we'll go even higher. But then again, for that we would need to wait and see if we get a break above this trend line. This trend line, by the way, it's not a long one; it's a short one. And it's just running since Wednesday this week. Now, like I said, if we were going to break that, maybe it could open the path towards the bigger trend line here. We can see that is running from the 8th of February. This could be a good resistance area for it as well, if it would like to continue going lower in the long term. So we could bounce, reverse here, go break this little trend line here, go a little bit higher, and then move. And then after that get rejected probably around this area and then move lower. Of course that would be an ideal scenario. Let's see what's going to happen actually. Another one interesting to watch actually is the pound dollar. Now the British pound dollar, looking at this 4-hour chart, we can see that since the beginning of this week it was just going upwards. It wasn't stopping, nothing could stop it. It had one red candle, in this case black candle here, but to be honest it continued kind of going higher. Now it met its resistance at 141.500. It's also acting as a good strong resistance level because we've got this trend line here that's running from the 25th of January. It is a strong level. I really strongly recommend to keep an eye on it, because if we start seeing breaks above it, then the potential is of course more to the upside. Certainly at the moment I'm hoping actually for some retracement to the downside a little bit, maybe to test the 141 level. I believe it could be quite healthy for it if it wants to continue higher, just so that all the other bulls could jump in and we could continue this rally upwards. Now, of course, that said, if we'll start seeing a break below the 141 level, maybe even like a break of this trend line here, then this could open the path towards the 50 EMA, which is here as shown as a red line. The level that probably could be touched, the next one if it breaks the 141, would be the 140, 600, and a little bit lower, of course. But for that, of course, we still need some sort of confirmation. At the moment, we're just observing it. It's quite difficult to say that, you know, that it's going to reverse right now, because it's really looking bullish. Even our oscillators are confirming that, the MACD and the RSI. Both of them are heading north. So yeah, at the moment, just like I said, watch this level, watch the 141, 500, and then take your position after that. Now another one, I call it the undecisive one. So it's still the euro pound. Still cannot decide what it wants to do. Yesterday we had a break of this little channel here. Moved down, touched the 50 EMA, bounced off of it to the upside, and now we're in between, actually, between the 21 EMA, which is here, you can see here as a yellow line, and the 50 EMA. We're waiting for a move, a better move from it. It's, again, quite difficult to say, even though the overall, looking at the daily chart here, we can see that the trend now is to the downside, even though the longer trend is to the upside. Well, by longer I mean this trend line here that has been running from the 26th of January. But overall, of course, we're still stuck in this interesting downtrend here. This week when we were looking at it, we were saying that around, if it breaks this level, this trend line here at around 89, 100, we could see some more upside, but it managed to move just above it, but still closed below the trend line. So, and we saw this, then we saw this candle yesterday, the big one, moving downside to the downside. Now again, like I said, we're seeing a bit of retracement to the upside. This one is quite a difficult one. The levels here to watch probably are lower here at around 0.82, 300. If this starts to break, we could see some more downside and a move potentially to the round number of 0.88. But that's only, of course, if we get something like a break up around this area here. So quickly, let's have a look at one more pair. That would be the euro. Now the euro, okay, so managed to clear the previous high of 125.350, I would say, yeah, 125.350. Managed to clear that. Still hasn't closed above it. It's still trading. It's just trading above it, but we'll have to see how this day will close, because looking at the 4 hour, we also have this steep move upwards. It's looking strong. Not saying anything. It's looking strong, but we do have the building permits coming out today in the U.S. If the numbers are going to come out quite good for the dollar, if the dollar will surge, then we'll see a bit of retracement back towards maybe this line here, and again back below this 125.350 area. Like I said, currently it's trading above it. It's difficult to say if it's going to continue going higher. Of course, our oscillators are confirming that the sentiment is bullish still. We could potentially see higher levels, but again, let's not guess and wait for a good confirmation. If we'll start seeing, we can see that the price is kind of balancing around this 125.350. If we'll start seeing moves back below, this could actually signal a short-term reversal, and like I said, like I mentioned previously, move back down. First level to watch would be this little area here at 125, 100. Even maybe lower a little bit, like with the round number of 125, that could act as a good support level for it. before it bounced back up. If we'll start seeing a break below the 125 level, then this is opening the path towards the first, of course, the 21 EMA shown here as a yellow line, and then maybe the 50 EMA. But then again, like I said, let's wait for confirmation. At the moment, this is the 4-hour chart. We can see that the candle is it is fighting. The bulls and the bears are fighting and trying to decide which way they want to go. Seems like that the bears are slightly trying to take control here, and yeah, maybe we'll see like a little bit of a retracement this morning. Okay, guys, not going to take any more of your time. I hope you have a good European session. Also, for those who are trading in the US, we'll have a good US session later on. Yeah, and enjoy this last day of trading this week. Yeah, keep an eye on the price action, guys. Thank you very much.